digging his shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So
just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Whoa. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
A run. And here's Mason. 1st down and more past midfield. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the ground is Mason. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Jawan Johnson, touchdown LA. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about any game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A second down throw for Jameis. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Vegas.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Winston. This one intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
They'll kick over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
He'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They motion the slot man left. Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's a gain of 6. First down for Chargers.
To the left side. Catch made by McConkey. So after... Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. But
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Mason. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third and long. Now, Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a play fake. Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will dive into the end zone. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Storms are mine, but you know she living major. When you flying up this, ain't no cables. Don't live what happened in business.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. We'll
go play action. It's Winston. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll drop this for Mason. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. To throw is Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Herbert now on 1st down. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they can...
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Winston. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. From the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Second down and 8. Now it's Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here's Jameis. This one up top for Dobbs. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And to be taken down at the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. On play action, Winston. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Now, faking the give. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. To throw is Winston. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He's going to look downfield once again. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now a handoff, running right. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try and run it here with Pierce.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll try the right side this time. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up
Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Receiver in motion, going right. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now, on for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll begin here on the ground. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Winston to throw on first down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Going right sideline and complete. They get 21 on that one. First down, Vegas.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score! Game on! Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard line.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's taking the at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on them or been tipped off pre-snap because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They motion the slot man left. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Mason. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Handoff here, up the middle. Yeah! And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Raiders are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Pierce, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Dameon Pierce, touchdown, L.A. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here's second down. Second down throw for Jameis. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
On first down, it's Winston. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On second down, Winston, the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. From the gun, Winston. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Now the Raiders are going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. Winston. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific